Yo, let's go, man. Welcome. How are you? Welcome to the green room, ladies and gentlemen. How the heck are we? How the heck are we doing? How thirsty are you, brother? It is so fucking hot outside. I did a 4 minute mile. I did a 4 mile jog. It's still 81 degrees. Where's my weather? Where's my weather? Yeah, it's 80 degrees outside, brother. It's 9:30 p.m. 80 degrees. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Você tá doido, rapaz. Tá doido, pô. Let's. I know. I already know you know how thirsty I am. What else is new? Let's quench the thirst with one of these. That's a beautiful. That's a beautiful. You know, my friend Devin, service deli at Ralph's. He says, "Brother, I like an 805." And I told him, "Bro, you know what? A nicely chilled out 805, brother. I perfectly chilled 805 goes down like water, bro. Especially today. Look at that clean glass. I washed it myself. No bubbles whatsoever. Nothing. Pristine. Cheers. You have no idea how thirsty I am. That is perfection, brother. That is perfection. God, I love that beer. I love beer in general, bro. I love Rosalinda Bautista, how are you? Rosalinda, ¿cómo está, Rosalinda? Tenemos que apagar Nigeria. Oh, Checho's on. Checho Sangi. ¿Cómo está Rosalinda? ¿Cómo está? ¿Qué me cuenta? ¿De dónde nos visita? Y se fue Rosalinda. I should hang something from this area here. Si tengo. Actually, that's where that's where that basketball was. Oh, I know what I can hang there. Ya tengo Barbamimi. Barbamimi. How are you? ¿Cómo está Barbamimi? Creo que ya sé, y eso es lo que vamos a poner ahí arriba. And I got just the thing. Walter, ¿qué putas haces? Cecilio Bardales, ¿cómo está? Buenas noches, buenas tardes, buenas. Mira, aquí en este live, aquí la vivimos, brother. Aquí la vivimos y la bebemos. La vivimos. La vivimos y la bebemos. Hijo de puta, what the fuck? Have you ever seen this shit happen? That has never happened in my life. ¿Cuándo ha pasado eso? ¿Va? ¿Cuándo ha pasado eso? Que abrimos la cerveza pero no se abre. What the fuck? ¿Cómo que no te vas a abrir, Cerote? ¿Será que está vencido? ¿Será que está vencido? Está haciendo un calor. Puta, como que estamos en San Pedro Sula, allá en Honduras. Es que lo que jode es la humedad, ¿no? Lo que molesta es la humedad. The humidity is what sucks. Love Milagro. Cheers. Bienvenidos. I'm a thirsty man, brother. What can I say? Lo que me jode es eso, que toma demasiado rápido. Pero después me tranquilizo. Me tranquilizo. Tanta mierda. Ese Carlos, ese yo le digo Cacarlitos Espinaca. Ese cabrón no, ni siquiera merece que le digamos el nombre tal y como es. Cacarlitos Espinaca. Ese cabrón, puta, ese hijo de puta, habla tanta. Mira, estaba el viejito Biden, Sleepy Joe, was fucking dying, que caminaba como que era robot, que cabrón, y no sabía para dónde, no sabía ni para dónde, puta, se caía las bicicletas, se caían los escenarios. Y este hijo de puta se ha dado cuenta que es, es public notice, es foro abierto, foro público, que se sabe la agenda del presidente. Este cabrón escucha, yo creo que este cabrón se mete a las páginas de inglés, porque él no da noticias en inglés, él da noticias en español. ¿Pero por qué? Porque los borreguitos de ese puta, los borregos de ese puta, que han de ser, la mitad son analfabestias, solo así lo puedo describir, porque le creen todas las pendejadas que este puto tira al aire. Le creen todas las putas pendejadas que él tira al aire. Mi gente. Mira, este hijo de puta nunca se llenó de la boca de hablar bien o mal de Biden, pero de Trump es todos los putos días, este hijo de puta. Pero ¿sabe por qué? Porque este hijo de puta sabe que clic, 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 todos los borreguitos le dan clic, 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 clic. Ya hasta yo me meto a darle mensajitos, ¿verdad? Hasta yo me meto a darle mensajitos. Bueno, he lives fucking rent free in your head, pero que se va a morir, que está enfermo, que está hinchado, cómo apareció, que no sé cuánto. Y ahí apareció el presidente. Mr. President, there was a rumor going that people were saying that you died. He said, what? And I'm pretty sure they fucking told them what. Pero, brother, este hijo de puta de Carlos Eduardo Espina hace las cosas, pero porque sabe lo que está haciendo. El maje le tiene tanto odio a Donald Trump, que todos los videos que hizo no es para saber si está bien el presidente, al revés, es para mandarle mala vibra al presidente. Pero, brother, mira, te voy a decir una cosa. Carlos Eduardo, Carlitos, Espinaca, esa mala vibra, brother, siempre regresan. Esas malas vibras siempre regresan. Y regresan tenfold, como dice la Biblia. Tener cuidado, hermano, tener cuidado con desearle el mal a los demás. Vos no estás preocupado por la salud del presidente, al revés, celebrás por dentro qué mal se ve, que se mira mal, que se mira mal, que se ve mal, que se ve mal. Y en ningún momento dijiste, oremos por el presidente de nuestra nación. Al revés, restregás tu hipocresía. En ningún momento dijiste, oremos por el presidente del país, que todo salga bien. Al revés, se te nota la puta hipocresía a leguas, hermano. This motherfucker is the biggest fucking hypocrite on the internet, brother. And he only sells his shit to Spanish speaking people. Porque todos esos de puta se tragan la mierda que le sirve a este cabrón. Toda la mierda que a Carlitos sirve. Y no es que yo sea tartamudo. Aunque, you know, for some reason I stutter more in Spanish than I stutter in Spanish, but not in English. Le digo que a Carlitos. Ya es por qué, ¿verdad? Porque solo caca habla ese hijo de puta. Que a Carlitos. El abogado del diablo, le digo yo. Graduado en leyes. Pero es todo lo que va a hacer. That's all he did. Graduate from law school. Is he going to get his license? I don't think he will. I don't even think he's able to fucking pass the bar. The way he sells trash. Imagine how shitty of a fucking lawyer he would be. I can only imagine. Si de por sí ya es mierda de persona, ¿te imaginas la calidad de abogado que sería este perro? Escoria. He would be worse than fucking Newsom. Newsom has already scum. I mean, Carlitos is almost there. He's almost graduated to scum. He's almost graduated to scum. Carlitos Eduardo Espinaca, el que más fomenta miedo y falta de respeto en las redes sociales. Mi gente, yo los mantendré mal informados, asustados y cagados. Mi gente. Ese hijo de puta, si habla mierda. Vende cerotes en bolsa y la gente lo quiere comprar a 2 por 1. La gente es pendeja. Taco Tuesday. Where the fuck is everybody at? I always said, and I will always say, this is my fucking therapy. I was talking to my best friend yesterday, Maria, and I was, of course, I was speaking Spanish. She speaks Spanish. Anyways, I know she speaks English too. Her father died. Her father must have died, what, 20 years ago, I think? Yeah, Johannes died 20 years ago. So she says, I know what it feels like to lose a father. And I said, I know. But I think she got mad when I told her, Maria, you have to understand that I left Honduras 24 years ago, or 20 years ago. I think it's 2000 when I went back and visited my dad. Because my dad was upset that I dropped out of dental school. And I said, Dad, I'm going to go back to the United States. I'm going to do whatever the hell I think I want to do. He says, well, no more financial help for you. And I said, Dad, it's not about the money. I don't need your money. I am looking for my happiness. And I am going to go and find it. So there was a little bit, maybe a little bit of friction. I still went back to late 2001 or early 2000. I forget when I went back. I gave my dad a big hug. I told him I loved him. Papi, lo quiero mucho. I guess dad and we never communicated, brother. I can tell you that much. I guess when we were young, when we were growing up, my dad was always. I mean, he was a father. He sat down with us for lunch, but we never talked about how you doing in school. Nothing. It was always buen provecho, permiso. So we sat together, we ate together, but we never talked. We never communicated. At least I don't fucking remember. But with my son, I like spending time with my son. We talk. He tells me things. I see his grades. I tell him things. He gets mad when I tell him things. Pick up your fucking plates. Look, I said, dude, why do I have to remind you to pick up your shit? Like, you go to the bathroom, you clean your ass. You wake up in the morning, you take a shower, you brush your teeth. So why the fuck should I remind you to pick up your fucking plates from the table, bro? Okay, like I bugged the fuck out of him, right? I just shattered his fucking reality, so he gets mad at me. See, I never had that with my dad. My dad never fucking had to remind me to do anything because we were taught to clean up after ourselves. My son doesn't do anything but educate himself, study, eat, shit, wake up, go to school, and repeat. But for some fucking reason, it's like, let me slack. Dude, that's all you fucking do. Pay attention to what you're doing. I'm telling you, brother, my dad never told me, I saw your grades, bring them up. Never, brother. My father never had that problem with me. Was I the one that was going out at night and and told them, "Yeah, we're gonna go with a couple of friends. Where are you guys going? To the movies." Okay. And after the movies, we're gonna hang out with the guys. And you're hanging out because we're trying to grow up as a group of friends. He already knew alcohol was involved, but of course you can't say, "Hey, bro, dad, we're gonna drink a fucking." He already knew that. I guess one time we were drinking at Gustavo's house. Everybody was inside getting fucking wasted, and pretty much everybody was wasted, right? So I came outside, and I remember Gustavo's older brother was outside smoking, and I smoked too at a younger age, right? So I was smoking, and Feder was outside. So I looked up and I said, "Feder, look, todos estos andan borrachos." Le dije, like they're all fucking drunk, like they're all like, acting a fucking fool. Andan bien pendejos esto, pero yo siento que ando bien. Me dice, no, te miras bien, te miras bien, te miras vergón, vergón. Te miras como que no te has tomado nada. At that fucking moment, brother, my dad pulls up right in front of us. So I have a cigarette and I just drop it and I walk over to my dad. I say, "Papá, ¿cómo estás?" Digo, bien. Y los amigos, ahí están adentro en la piscina. And you can hear the fucking music, right? And whatever. Me dice, ¿está bien? Digo, ya, sí, sí, sí. El hermano mayor de Gustavo, nuestro chaperón. Hola, mucho gusto, doctor. Thank you, Feder. And Feder says, por algo pasan las cosas, decía. Por algo pasan las cosas. No te pegaron la cerveza porque como que algo te dijo, no te emborraches, que tu papá iba a venir. And dude, it was fucking, like, it was like, I don't know. It was, I, I have always felt my dad around me. Like, at least back then, I felt him more because, of course, I was there. I knew how he thought. I knew what he wanted. I just never communicated with him as much as I do with my son. I guess that's why I love my son that much because I try to fix what was broken with my dad. Communication. There was not love, not respect. That was already there. I think communication was at a 10% with my dad, and I think I fixed that with my son. Like I talk to him directly, whether I'm upset, whether I'm happy, whether I'm doesn't matter. He gets it. With me, it was more my mother was always the one yelling, "Mira, your son is like coming home drunk," and my dad would just say, "Okay, mañana hablo con él. Tomorrow I'll talk to him." And my mom would get up because I wasn't stumbling. Like I mean, she smelled alcohol in my breath, but I just wanted to go to sleep. Like I was already home. Like I made it safe. Like I opened the door. Like she was always snooping around. She just wanted to catch us doing something bad. And I was like, God damn it, mom! Like I made it this far. Why are you on my case? Like, so I'm drunk, but I made it home. Like I'm not partying. I'm not getting drugs. I'm not getting drugged out or whatever. You know what I mean? I made it home. I have a friend, brother. I have a friend who also lost his dad. But this son of a gun would get wasted out in the boulevard, and his dad would have have to hunt him down because God forbid something bad to him happen. He would always drink to pass out. Always drink to pass out. He didn't give up. Rat's ass. Blah, 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 blah. Ni- Finally, I don't want to say his name, but today I think he celebrates 20 years, 15 years, 12 years, 15 years. He's somewhere there, alcohol free, and for the better, brother, because he has 4 kids. He has 4 beautiful kids, beautiful wife. I don't want him to fuck that up. You know, some of us like to drink as a sport. No, no, he was drinking. I mean, I don't know. I guess you can say, hey, bro, when haven't you passed out? I guess you're right. But at least I pass out on lives. Like I'm doing this, but I'm not out in the street. That's a different fucking story. Imagine passing out in public, like you're literally just. But what leads to that, right? What leads you to just want to annihilate yourself? Can I answer that? Can I answer? I mean, I haven't done that in public. I do it here. Like I don't give a fuck. Like, brother, I'm having fun drinking. If I pass out drinking here, I'm at home. If I fall over, I'm at home. I'm not dying. I just fuck it. I just drank one too many beers, right? Can you hear me snoring? The other night, yeah, I was snoring, brother. The other night, I actually turned that video off. Nobody can see it. I thought I had turned the cameras off, so I come back from the bathroom, and I thought I had already logged off, and I'm sitting down on the fucking chair, like I am so gone, like I'm passed out, and I'm thinking, fuck, okay, I gotta go to sleep. So I take off my shirt. I don't even pay attention to the camera. Like the camera's still rolling. I take my shirt off. I still sit down. I fall asleep, but I don't fall. I don't fall, right? So then I get up and I go to sleep. And my friend texted me that night. He says, "I think you fell asleep," but I wasn't on camera, right? There's a futon in this room. Believe it or not, there's a futon in this room, and I sleep. I sleep on a futon. I don't have a bed. I have a bad back, so I don't need a bed. I don't need a bed, big bed. So I'm like, you know what? I'm. I thought I had logged off, and I just laid down. And my friend says he texted me, and I woke up to the bathroom like around 3:30, and everything was on. All the lights were on, and I'm thinking, wait, what the fuck happened? Like, did I log off? And my friend says, bro, I can hear snoring. Are you okay? And I'm thinking, fuck, I forgot to log off. I forgot. I was lit, bro. I was fucking lit. Let me show you this glass right here. This is a 16 ounce. This is a 16-ounce can, and this is a pint glass. Do I have this centered? I don't. Hold on. Hold. I wanted to put it on the table, but if I put it on the table, Rumble, Twitch, and YouTube can't see it, but Facebook, um, TikTok can. TikTok, I kid you not, I can drop every last drop. I can squeeze every last drop out of this, and it won't, it won't spill over. I just can't pick it up. I was about to hold it still, but I can't hold shit still. Brother, I can show you a video of my last jog today. I'm jogging. Well, I'm walking. I'm already resting. I'm walking back, and if you have ever had back problems, if you see my video, there's a point where I go, oh, like it just gives me like you cannot make that shit up. Like that's the real me. Like sometimes I edit that shit out only because I don't. I hate I hate showing my vulnerable side, like my oh fuck, my pain. But that particular moment, you can tell I was shocked. Like oh shit, like immediately, like my eyes and my everything, my emotion, that you can tell. Just oh fuck. And that's my daily life. Like sometimes I'm walking, whatever the fuck I'm doing. I should always walk with a cane, but I don't have a. I mean, I don't always walk with a cane. So sometimes I'm walking somewhere, and okay, I got some beans in the kitchen. Oh, that's a good song, isn't it? That was a good song. That was a good song. So, anyways, I was talking to my best friend last night, and she was so sad that my father passed away. And I said, "Listen, I am sad as well, but I can tell you, there's people who are sadder than me, and they're going to miss him more than I ever will." She said, "What do you mean? You don't love your dad?" And I said, "No, that's not the case." I said, I left my country a long time ago. So imagine, I mean, listen, there's no analogy that will ever put a level of respect, a level of love, a level of admiration, family bond. There doesn't exist, right? There's no analogy I can't put food there. I can't put a mascot there because I my dad was in a food. My dad was in a mascot. My dad was in a plant. Was in a memory. My dad was an actual right. So I can't give you an analogy just to just for argument's sake. All I told her was this: I left my country, right, Honduras, 25 years ago. 2000, 2000, whatever the fuck year it was. And I said, in these 25 years, I have talked to my dad via message, communicated him via camera, talked to him, celebrations, Father's Day, Happy Birthday, Grandma's birthday, right? Spur of the moment phone call, Dad, uh, somebody's here. I'm gonna send something for you. Whatever the hell it was, But I I never kept track of the days, the minutes, the seconds, the hours, the months, the years. Oh, I'm away from my family. I love my family so much. I'm away from them. From no, I it's not. I mean, I don't want to. Don't think I'm like the person who wants to be away from the family. No, I just made the decision to stay in Los Angeles, and I knew that my family was abroad. I said, if anything bad ever happens, I won't jump gun and think, oh, I need to be gone. I need to be there because they need me. They didn't need me before. They don't need me now. Maybe I'm the selfish type that thinks, but at the same time, there's no comfort in me leaving my son unattended just so I can go bury somebody. I can't leave my son for. I'm not gonna leave my son for that. Oh, your dad doesn't deserve respect. My dad deserves all the respect, and he deserves all the love. Like I said, Dad, I hope you get better. I'm rooting for you. I love you. But there's no disrespect just because I didn't go. Probably people probably think, oh, this guy doesn't give a fuck about his dad. But the sentiment is there. People think, oh, you don't love your dad, bro. What the fuck? No, I love my dad. I mean, what am I going to tell people? Dude, don't bury him on Thursday. I'll be there on Friday, so I can come back on Saturday. That doesn't make sense. You know what? Just take care of what dad needed at the moment to be taken care of. I don't need to see him I don't need to see him in the coffin. I don't need to see any of that. I can remember him as happy as he ever was when he was alive, and that's the way I like to remember people. Alive, alive and kicking. Who sings that song? Alive and kicking. Oh, my back pain is my back pain is electrifying. Oh, excuse me. I thought I was gonna burp louder. Sandra Gomez. I like to feel normal, like nothing's happening. There's there there's beans out there, bro. I'm gonna eat beans. Beans and rice. I love beans and rice. So Brenda throws in the spare ribs into the boiling beans, and probably takes what, a good 40 minutes to simmer, right, and to cook. But the beans, if you don't have a pressure cooker, the beans may take longer than expected. But I can smell those fuckers through the wall, bro. I can smell those fuckers through the wall. And it's cool. This room is cool. Right now it's a good 78 degrees. I mean, it could be cooler, but if I put it any cooler, you won't be able to hear me because that fan will go. Even though it says Emerson Quiet Cool, that Emerson is not quiet at all. That Emerson is not quiet, quiet, quiet riot, quiet, quiet riot. I tomorrow's Wednesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I think I'm gonna take my son to the movies. I don't know. Look, I'm gonna tell you something that I started telling you yesterday or last week or the 2 days before or Saturday. I forget what day I started telling you this, but I know I told Eric, God works in mysterious ways. Tuesday, right? Today is Tuesday. It's already 11 p.m. It was Tuesday last week, 8:30, maybe 9 a.m. I get a phone call. Hi, this is Jill. Jill, this is Jill from. I always forget the fucking player. Anyways, she says, "Hi, this is Jill from Flappers," and I'm thinking, "Wait, what? Wait, you're calling me from Flappers, the comedy club?" She says, "Yeah, we're down the street." And I said, "No, I know where you're at." And I said, um, I s "So you're just calling local businesses?" She says, "Yeah, we want to offer you a few tickets." And I said, "That's weird." I said, "Is Jay Leno in town?" She says, "As a matter of fact, Jay Leno is Saturday and Sunday. Oh, Friday and Saturday." And I'm thinking, what? No fucking way. Um, and I said, "You know what, ma'am?" I said, "Liz, I don't think Friday works, but I think Saturday would be ideal." She said, "You know what? I'm sending you 6 tickets." Wait, there's no catch? She says, "No, we're just calling local businesses." And I'm like, "Yeah, this can't be real." She said, "Oscar, it's real. Just," and I said, "No." I said, "You know, I read, I've been on your webpage before, and all you have to do is consume two, two item minimum." Oh, she says, "Oh, so you are?" I said, "But I never been there, and I've been wanting to go." Bro, all I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is this. The the world wanted me to be happy on Saturday of what was about to transpire after this phone call. Right? So the world works in mysterious ways. And I didn't go, bro. I didn't go. I didn't go. I didn't go. Should I? I feel bad for not going. Like, should should I email them back and say, bro, you touched my heart by inviting me on a Tuesday. My father passed away on a Wednesday. Buried him on Thursday. Friday, I completed my whatever miles, and then I didn't know what the fuck to do with myself, and I didn't go. Can I get a fucking rain check? Can I get a rain check? What is that? What I don't know what else to do. Like, I mean, I don't need a rain check by all means. I don't need a rain check. I don't need you to feel sorry for me the second time. But at the same time, how how did the world know that I would be grieving and I needed Jay Leno to save me on a Saturday? You see how weird that is? But hey, God works in mysterious fucking ways. They just call me out of the blue, bro. And I ended up in Doug's house, Doug's parents' house. And they're like, do you feel like driving over there? Like, are you going? And I just say, you know what? I like this part where I'm just sitting down with family. I don't need to be anywhere. Like, this is fucking perfect. But it doesn't take away from what I just said. God works in mysterious fucking ways. For some reason, the world knew I would be, I would find out something bad. I got the tickets on Tuesday. I found out something bad happened to my dad. Well, not something bad, but Jesus Christ. I found out my dad died on Wednesday, right? Something was about to happen, but anyways, yeah, my dad died. I am at a level where you have never fucking been. I mean, you've been at this level. Yeah, you've been. I'm so fucking hungry. You have no idea. Like, I need to eat some. Oh my god, my back is giving me the fucking biggest twitches. You have no fucking idea. I'm ready. I'm ready to. I am. I am not ready to eat. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I am ready to get the fuck out of here. I gotta go. This back pain just doesn't. Fuck. This back pain is the worst, bro. This back pain is the worst. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, Mambo number 5. Mambo number 5. Bro, te dejo porque tengo un hambre, hijo de puta. Tengo un hambre, hijo de puta, que I'm gonna leave you because I'm so fucking hungry. You have no